WDLC Country, good morning. We have some guests in the studio today. We have Grace Woodard from Deer Park Rural Alliance and Alex Scilla from NYec environcom. Hello to the both of you.
Good morning.
Good
Hi,
morning.
Grace.
I'm glad to have both of you here today. So you guys are both part of different organizations, but ones that work together, like a sub-organization in the parent organization, basically.
Correct.
Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, basically, environcom is a 501c3 nonprofit, and we serve as the fiscal sponsor to the Deer Park Rural Alliance, which is a local environmental organization that existed before we did, but we incorporated first, so we play that role.
We buddied up.
Yeah, the buddy system. So what exactly are the goals of your organizations?
Deer Park Rural Alliance formed because of rezoning and a lot of changes in Deer Park, and it became our mission to preserve the character, the rural character of the community, our neighborhood, and we have expanded to other neighborhoods in Deer Park besides Godefroy and Cutterbackville and Huguenot. And we're a watchdog in some respects to make sure that the town becomes or does not become suburbanized.
I see.
But still keeps its rural character and is economically viable. So we advocate for thoughtful economic projects, and those that we think are urban or suburban, we will present our ideas with our consultants and our experts and our engineers and our hydrologists to challenge those.
I see. So what specifically have you been working on recently that follows those goals?
A couple of things. We have initiatives. This all overlaps with NYec environcom with Alex. We work very closely together. And one of our projects is, I am the on a continuous basis for about 5 or 6 years, I've been going to as many town meetings, both Deer Park and other town meetings, to understand the process. So that's one. And we have a water monitoring setup initiative that both of our groups work on. Alex will, and we have water monitoring stations on the lower Bashakill and the Neversink, and we're expanding with a new grant that we got, and we're going to be adding another water monitoring sensor measuring for the conditions in the water, in our local water. So protecting the water, the wildlife, and speaking up and really watching what is going on in the town. And it's about community, land, and climate. Everything affects everything else. So sustaining corridors, not fragmenting the town.
I see. And this is all a volunteer basis. So
yes.
Are you looking for extra help here and
there?
there?
Oh, we're always looking for volunteers, yes. And we have young people. We have, Alex will tell you about, we have some part-time workers, but Alex and I do it for free. It costs us a little money, but we're growing.
Yeah.
And we recently were up at Lake George, at the Federation of Lake Associations. We did a slide presentation prepared by one of our part-time employees about Geimhard Lake, which feeds into the Neversink. So we're all about watershed.
Mm-hmm.
And what is going on the land. We get into the weeds.
Yeah, sure.
And so we did a pretty good presentation up there. It was a slideshow, and that's an annual meeting. And yes.
Yeah, so do you want to talk about
Sure.
those part-time positions? I'm sure that now it's getting to the summertime. It's probably your biggest time of year.
Sure, Alex.
Well, summer's the time when we go out and do our outreach and fun
Yeah.
because you can't really hold an event in winter.
Sure.
No one wants to be outside and having a market
Oh,
in
that's
winter.
a shame.
So, we're doing the farmers market this
Mhm.
year. We're splitting it between Mamakating and the Port Jervis Farmers Market. We're
Oh.
having our summer fundraiser. This was we did this the first one back in 2019, but with COVID, it was off for a couple years. We just got back to fundraising last fall. We had a Halloween one, which we'll do again this year. So this
Mhm.
year we'll have our summer shindig. We'll have our farmers market appearance. We might have a few one-offs like the fall foliage we did last year. We'll probably be there again. Then we'll have our Halloween
All right.
feast and fire to wrap up the season.
Very
And
nice.
then we stay inside for the winter and write our grants
Hibernate.
and, plan for the next year. We have
Yes.
with the water station, we have one new that we plan to put in probably in September. So that'll kind of cap off the season
Yeah,
for that.
so
And of course, we just have ongoing, the water quality monitoring
Mhm.
program. We have a mapping program. We do it with drones and GIS software. So that's just, as our volunteers have opportunities, anytime they can go out there and collect any data, they get that, and it just goes in and it builds there. It's cumulative.
Right.
So there's no one time it has to be done. We just do as much as our resources allow, and we put it together. And some of it's used for specific purposes. Some of it is for our general awareness and scientific knowledge. What happened when I founded NY Envirocom a few years ago is when I was looking at what may be of most interest, in the environmental area for New York, land use came up because New York, everything in the environmental is land use. Land use is good because it covers all the environment. That covers your water, it covers your traffic, roads, wetlands, other conditions. Those
Mhm.
are all functions of land use. And New York being a home rule state, things are made in such a fragmented manner that it really needs more data and more, the public needs more assistance in being able to interpret that and being informed to make good decisions. DRA was good because they were already doing some of this stuff. So we were able to become their sponsor and partner them and use the information they had already collected and some of their experience to develop these programs, which both apply to theirs and can be scaled up through other counties throughout the state. Right now, we're mostly Ulster, some of Sullivan. We're starting to get into Ulster a little bit. And then based on our resources on that, we'll see how far it can go beyond that. But that's our, long-term target. Those are our goals.
And I'm sure that the upcoming event on June 26th, maybe we should talk a little bit about that. The summer shindig is actually going to be a good fundraiser to get those projects that you have in mind achieved. So what is the summer shindig going to be about?
It's going to be about fresh regional fish fried up by yours truly.
What, you are going to do it?
Yes, it's all going to be.
We have a couple deep fryers. I have
Okay.
a deep fryer. One of our volunteers has one, so we'll bring them down and we'll just frying. Relatively
we're-
is not. It's on the lower technical scale of the chefing, so we can handle it.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
So we have fish coming from some local lakes, from the Catskills, from about 4 different sources, and we'll prepare them. We have donations. We're getting our big potatoes from Ben's
Ooh.
Fresh and we'll be doing nice big potato wedges, and other volunteers are making fresh salads. We have 3 or 4 very good people who've food I've had before. It's going to be yummy, and we think we're going to have some local fresh ice cream from the
Oh, my
Riverside
goodness.
Creamery
Yes.
and fresh strawberries. So we're relying on, and we're going to have, apart from all that delicious eating and the band and Grace in the morning.
Oh, yes, I'll be there.
Which is important. We'll be having a wonderful, cool raffle, and it'll be like not a tricky tray, but it's people will buy their raffle tickets and see. We'll have artwork. We have an early Audubon lithograph. Am donating some very nice collectible pottery,
Ooh.
and we'll have some plants. Grace, we'll have some plants.
Oh, wonderful. So I can give my basil plant a friend.
Yes, and we'll have all kinds of. We had a wonderful raffle when we did our Halloween shindig, and it's a nice money maker. And we hope to. This is a fundraiser, so there will be a wide variety of people there, and we welcome everyone and all ages, all types, everything.
And I'm sure that a lot of people that listen here to WDLC Country will be excited to know that there will be some great mix of country music.
Absolutely.
And you're going to try to get a little bit of a square dance going, see if we can get any participants in that.
From Ben Round's band.
We'll also be projecting a few classic westerns and Western TV shows.
Gene Autry's will project Gene Autry, and with Ben Round's band.
I recently got the DVD collection of Robert Horton's Shenandoah, which is rarely broadcast, but the show we did after Wagon Train.
So is this going to be like in a bunch of different rooms of the
Yes.
upfront gallery, so people can I'm going to go to the movie room and watch some Gene Autry. I'm going to go down to have a hoedown with the Ben Rounds band.
Yes, and I just wanted to say that Fred Christiani plays the bass guitar and does the vocals, and Scott Greenleaf does drums and vocals, and Ben Rounds is guitar, lead singer, and harmonica. And
ooh, I love a harmonica.
We'll have country western and original songs, waltzes, polkas, two-step, line dance. We'll see what people are up to.
Yes.
Okay, so it should be a lot of fun. So Ben will be calling, and we look forward to it.
So you got the food. I assume there's going to be drinks too.
Yes, we're going to have some beer.
We'll bring a keg. We have a rotating keg from the Halloween. We'll get a new one, swap it in for a new one, and we'll bring that down.
All right, sounds like a plan. So you got that going on. You got the music. You got some classic cowboy TV. And it sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun. So where can people get information on this event in particular, and also about where they can get tickets?
All right, they can give us an email at events, events, at nyenvironcom.org. That's nyenvironcom.org.
Or call. Yes, that is. Call.
We still have phones. We still
We
take phone
still have
calls.
that.
Yes, 646-644-3726.
All right, and you guys have any websites or Facebook pages that people should check out?
Yes, we
Definitely.
nyenvironcom.org is that. On Facebook is also NY Environcom, so you search that. We're also on Instagram, Twitter, all that. So the flyer is up at all of these. It's up around town. You can call into the radio station, too, and check with you guys if that's okay.
And Grace will be there.
Yes, I will. It'll be
Both
exciting.
Graces.
Yes, we have Grace and Grace.
Yes.
So that will be a lot of fun. Is there anything else you want to make sure people know about before we kind of close things out here?
No, but other than we look forward to seeing people from the region and beyond, and your audience, and it should be a lot of fun.
Yes,
Come
let's look forward to it.
Dance, drink, eat, whatever you want to do. You can do one or all of the above. Up to you.
Sounds good to me. Well, thank you guys so much for coming on the show today, and
Thank you.
I will make sure to see you again June 26th,
That's-
5:30 to 10 at
that's
the Upfront
Sunday.
Exhibition
Yes.
Space. So
Great.
I wish you guys a good rest of your day. Let's head into Luke Combs' Forever After All on WDLC Country.